you might not even realize that that's what you're doing, is channeling. You might feel like this is just your natural voice. But if you start putting some of this on paper, you're going to see that those words are really not your words. Like, they felt like it in the moment because you were a vibrational match to that energy that was flowing through. But that's not just you. There's a moon goddess. Hello, Pisces. Pisces, sun, moon, rising. It's a really cool message today as I'm channeling these readings. We have moon maybe, intuition, moon goddess, higher power, and the daughter of pentacles. So I love this very earthy energy of that daughter of pentacles. It's the page of pentacles in traditional tarot. And you know, as a Pisces, the polarity to that is Virgo energy, which is an earth sign, and it is very practically minded, where Pisces is like very visionary and can really see like the full bigger picture, where you're like, everything is fine even if I don't pay my bills, everything is fine even if I don't go to work today. But Virgo is like, will anything ever be fine if I don't go to work today? So like, there's such a beautiful balancing energy for you in here, and it feels like the call is to start grounding some of that really intuitive power. And it feels like you have so much support from your guides. I feel like you are a person who is really connected to your spirit guides, to your intuition, your higher self, the God inside. You are very tapped into that energy, whether you know it or not. So it also feels like you might be a very decisive person, actually. We don't think of Pisces as being very decisive often. A lot of times Pisces just doesn't care one way or the other. Like, yeah, okay, whatever you want to do is fine with me. Especially for rising. Pisces rising is like people pleasing to the max. But you have kind of transcended that. That's almost like a shadow aspect of Pisces, where like, oh, whatever, like, I don't care, like, my head's in the clouds and I'm daydreaming and you can do whatever you feel like doing. You have sort of like gotten to the other side of that, where you're like, actually, I have visions, and to make those visions real, I need to take some sort of like inspired action. I need to start doing the work. And for you, it feels like the work has been in learning. So if you've been really drawn to taking classes, especially around like metaphysical type things, like maybe you're taking astrology classes, starting to develop your own like ceremonies or rituals in your spiritual practice. And it feels like it could be sort of isolated, but I feel like for some of you, there's community involved. I'm really drawn to like the rainbow here, where like you're really wanting it to be collaborative. Like, you're really wanting other people's input, because whatever this is, you want it to be good for everyone. This isn't just something for you. You've already been on a journey for yourself. Like, you've gotten to this point of wanting to share, of wanting to invite other people into your circle. That's really beautiful. Wanting to use your intuitive powers and that psychic energy and that like just really deep inner knowing that something is coming through you. Like, there is such an intense energy of, intense makes it sound intense, so that's not the right word. Natural, like such a natural but constant flow. That's what it is. It's a constant flow of these intuitive messages and constant signs and synchronicities. And you're like, what does this all mean? So like, it feels like you were in a little bubble for a while of like hermit energy, where you're like, I have to figure out what this is. I have to figure out like really what my part is in this. I'm receiving all these downloads. I'm getting all of these signs. But what does it mean? Like, really, what does it mean? And I feel like you have realized that all of that is practice. Practice in receiving the messages, first of all. So now over the next month, it feels like your calling is sort of to ground those downloads and messages into something concrete. So maybe that looks like journaling for you, where you start taking these inspirations kind of out of your daydreamy, floaty mind and just start putting them on paper. Start looking at it a little bit more analytically to learn what those messages are, because as you receive them, they feel natural. It really feels powerfully like you are channeling. So like as you receive the messages, they feel natural. Like it might feel like your own thoughts, it might feel like your own words. It's in your own voice. Like you don't hear some booming angel talking like in your ear, or you don't feel like some sudden like possession, like blah 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 blah. It isn't like that. So like you might not even realize that that's what you're doing, is channeling. You might feel like this is just your natural voice. But if you start putting some of this on paper, if you start doing, automatic writing might be really beautiful for you. If you start like channeling these things on paper so that you can, in a few hours go back and read them, you're going to see that those words are really not your words. Like they felt like it in the moment because you were a vibrational match to that energy that was flowing through. But that's not just you. Like there's a higher power. There's a moon goddess, some kind of goddess energy, some kind of spiritual entity, some kind of like collective energy, it feels like, channeling through you with really beautiful messages. And that's what it is because it's so loving. Like all of it is just so loving. There's no judgment in it. There's no criticism. There's no reprimanding or anything like that. It's just pure joy and love and compassion for whoever that message is for. So I feel like those messages are for somebody. And they might be for you. They might just be for you for right now. So I think that that's our message for you, Pisces, for the next month, is start grounding some of those downloads, that channeled information. I wonder if you don't know when you're doing it. It happens when you're alone. It might also happen when you're around other people. Like if you have friends that come to you for advice, I feel like you offer really good perspective. And then you have like friends or people coming to you for some kind of advice, and maybe you use the cards. Maybe you're also a tarot card reader, or crystal healer, something like that, astrology. And you kind of like leaning into that wisdom, you're like, oh, you got a question? Let me pull some cards for you. But what you're channeling is, you don't need the cards. Like the cards are helpful. The cards are the tool for you to start the channeling. So it's like when you're reading the cards, when you're answering the question for that person with the cards are unnecessary. They're just sort of the reason that you feel comfortable sharing this wisdom. But if you go back and listen to it later, you'll be like, what did I say? Like, I don't even remember saying that. Was that me? That must have been me because I said it, but I don't remember saying it. It's because you're channeling. So know that that's what you're doing. Know that that's what's happening. It is all so much love. You are surrounded in so much love and light. It doesn't feel like you were ever afraid of this. There may have been a time when you were younger that it was a little scary or confusing because it feels like nobody around you has this ability. It feels very much like you've been figuring this out on your own because you don't have a lot of people to look up to or guiding you or explaining to you what's going on. And that is intentional. It feels like, I firmly believe that there are no mistakes. Like nothing happens by accident. And for you to feel a little bit isolated or not have anybody to ask for advice about this is on purpose. It's to get you to go within because there is a higher power that is not wanting to, is already channeling through you, and they don't want you to do it somebody else's way. Like you've done it exactly perfectly right by listening and following what feels right and following what feels good. And you just are in such perfect alignment right now. It's really beautiful. Your intuitive powers are just on point. You have the best intentions. It also feels like you're about to start seeing practical success, practical results. So if this is something where you've been wanting to make money or do something with a business, this is the time it all starts to unfold. That is, I feel like, the core of the message in what our Daughter of Pentacles is trying to tell you. Learn about how to turn this into, when we think of business, we think of just wanting to make money from it. Like, I just want to make money from this. I have this talent and I want to make money from it. But that isn't you. It's almost like you don't want to make money from it. You want money, but you don't want it to be from this. Because this is such a natural gift for you, and it almost feels like sneaky to like charge people money for it. But it's the same with lots of other professions. Like, just because something comes naturally to you doesn't mean that it should be free. There's still an energetic exchange going on. And if this is something that you want to turn into a business isn't just about making money. Business is about providing a service to the people that want it. So people that are willing to pay for this, it's because they energetically are ready to receive the service that you have to offer, and they're ready to exchange their energy in the form of money for your service of energy in the form of your intuitive talents and psychic gifts. So learning about business, and it feels like a little bit of a reframe. Use your intuition around this. Let spirit guide you, because there's something kind of hanging on in there where you're like, I feel bad asking for money. I feel bad charging people for this. Allow your intuition to guide you. Allow that energy that's flowing through you to remind you that this is like, don't take it so seriously is the other thing. Like, don't take it so seriously. Like, be a little bit lighter about it. It's just a business. It's just money. It's just an energetic exchange. But what you're offering is huge. This kind of wisdom and this kind of access to higher wisdom is unique. It is very, very special. It's very rare. And the benefits to the people that you serve are absolutely infinite. Absolutely infinite. So the more you advertise yourself, the more people have an awareness that they can come to you for this service. So get past that. Get past the resistance to the 3D, I have to advertise and I have to market myself and I have to charge money for this, and like, oh, this feels icky and I don't like it. Try and get past that icky feeling about all things that are 3D. Like, as Pisces, a lot of times we don't want to come out of our little bubble of gumdrops and rainbows. We're like, oh, but everything is so beautiful up here. Oh, now I have to pay taxes? Now I have to charge people money? Like, I don't want to fuck with money. I don't want to do anything with money. I mean, I want to pay my bills, but I don't want to charge people for this. It's time to get past that. That's going to be your work over the next month. I'm feeling very drawn to, if you can, I feel like I need to look into something like this too. Thank you, Spirit, for the double message. There are heart-centered business coaches out there. There are people like you and like me that have gotten over this hump, sort of. Like, they've gotten past the seeming like disparity between metaphysical services and 3D earth money. They have found a way to bridge the gap in an open-hearted way, in alignment with everything that you believe in integrity, in fairness. And you are a person that, if you've been feeling kind of like some imposter syndrome, because there are so many imposters out there. There are so many people that are reading the cards and giving terrible advice, and like, you're like, oh, I don't want anybody to think that that's what I'm doing. And they charge an arm and a leg. You know, they charge so much money for the readings, but they're not giving very good advice. But that's not you. You are, I feel like, maybe stuck in a space where you're comparing yourself, or you're being afraid to be perceived as a person who is, the word charlatan is coming to mind, and I don't even know what that means exactly. So if you know what that means, I'm going to look it up after this, because the word just popped in and I don't know what it is really. but like sneaking, be like swindling people out of their money. Is that what charlatan means? Okay, swindle, I don't know. We're talking in old-timey language. I haven't heard any of these words since I was a kid, I think. But that's not you. And you acting in alignment and you presenting your true gifts, like this is you, baby, this is you. This is the pure essence, energy of you. Everything that you have worked through, everything you've overcome, everything you've healed out of was to heal into this. This is your purest essence. This is who you are. And to deny it is to deny yourself. And that's not who you are anymore. Like, you are ready to express all that you are. Unfiltered, unbound, unlimited, unrestricted. So lean into that and start looking for a business coach or something like that. I hope that's helpful, my Pisces loves. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much, and I will see you next time.